My biggest my hero is because she nice, kind, and sweet.
My big is my hero because he helps me read, come to my games, teach me things.
My big is my hero because he teaches me life lessons and he's a positive influence.
My big is my hero because he's funny, nice, and helps me in a lot of situations.
When I need help, she helps me. She helps me with my reading.
He's very kind and helps me a lot with my math.
There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 23rd Annual Art of Helping Children. My name is Jeff Cowan, and I'm going to be your MC this evening and later on your live auctioneer. And it's my absolute pleasure to be here. I was with you last year virtually, the Information Superhighway. We thank you so much for your participation there. There is no doubt that it comes to this event with people like you in a room like this that makes our big brothers and big sisters of our Tampa Bay such a force to be reckoned with as an agency. And a big round of applause, everyone, for the agency. An amazing effort. Tonight we're celebrating, as we've said, the mission of mentoring. As we do that, as we all know, there is mentors and there's the mentees. But what we're going to be featuring during the mission this evening is about the parents and the role that they play with the decision that they make to entrust the wonderful big brothers and big sisters of our Tampa Bay with their children. And tonight, you'll hear from one family and that bravery of making that decision for them. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9/11 today, so I now would like you to join me for a moment of silence as we reflect in our own way on the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Thank you. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to 12-year-old Lily Robles. And if you wouldn't mind standing, she's going to sing for us our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's its last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Wow. Lily Robles, everybody. Extraordinary. I'll let you know that her father is also joining us tonight. He is Fire Captain Oscar Robles, and a big thank you to Captain Robles for all that you do as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure now to introduce you to the president and CEO of Big Brothers and Big Sisters of our Tampa Bay, Mr. Stephen Cook.
Thank you. Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this 23rd annual Art of Helping Children Gala, benefiting Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Tampa Bay. And the good news is, I'm not singing tonight. Thank you. It truly is a pleasure to be here this evening, seeing so many of our great friends in person after the unprecedented challenges of the past 18 months. As you know, today also marks the 20th anniversary of 9/11 and the attacks on our country. Hosting our agency's largest fundraiser on this date gives us an opportunity to recognize the bravery, the resiliency, and the patriotism of the American people. We want to celebrate the heroic actions of so many Americans on that tragic day, most specifically of those first responders who gave their lives to save others. We are honored to be able to highlight some of our own first responders and medical heroes in the opening video that we saw just a few minutes ago. But we'd also like to recognize those who are in the room this evening. So would any of our local first responders who work in law enforcement, in the military, or in healthcare, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much. We wanted to honor our military members who were called upon within a matter of days and weeks to ensure that such terrorist attacks did not continue. This evening, we are humbled to provide you an opportunity to hear from one of those military heroes, retired Admiral Pybus, who served 34 years as a naval officer and Navy SEAL, including 3 tours of duty with U.S. Special Operations Command at MacDill Air Force Base here in Tampa. We are confident you will be inspired by the role that mentors have played in his life and career, and recognize the importance of one-to-one relationships in defending the potential of our nation's future heroes, our little brothers and our little sisters. And perhaps most of all, we want to celebrate the unity that swept this nation in the wake of 9/11. A great reminder that even in times like now, when there seems to be so much division and strife, at the end of the day, we can overcome anything if we all pull together. Despite the challenges of the past year, I'm proud to report that our agency never lost sight of its important mission. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of our BIGS, our littles, our parents and guardians, our board of directors, and our agency staff, we are delighted to report that we have had many successes since our virtual gala a year ago. And for a recap of that last year, please enjoy the following video.
September 1 was the start of our new fiscal year, and I'm excited to share with you the state of our Big Brothers Big Sisters agency at this time. This past year, we continued to meet the challenges of the pandemic head-on by accepting the realities of its seriousness and continually adjusting our operations so that we could perform safely and effectively. We successfully made new matches for the littles on our waiting list each month of the pandemic in 2020, making a total of 328 new matches. In 2020, of the more than 2,400 littles that we served who had been matched with their bigs for at least 1 year, we saw some amazing results. Many maintained or improved their academic performance, maintained or improved their educational aspirations, and were promoted to the next grade level. In addition, many maintained or improved their social competence and social acceptance, and most had no involvement with the juvenile justice system. We have 14 school-to-work sites set up across 4 counties in the coming year. This program matches up high school juniors the first year with employees at a partner organization for a workplace mentoring experience that lasts until that youth's graduation from high school. Year to date, we have served 71 young adults in our Big Futures mentoring program, which is designed to help our littles after they graduate high school with their educational and employment goals. We launched our mentoring programs in Alachua County this past year with a focus on Gainesville and have thus far served just under 25 youth there. We will be launching our mentoring programs in Ocala and the rest of Marion County this fall. Our Bigs in Blue, Bigs with Badges mentoring program has now grown to include over 123 active matches today across all of our counties. As part of this growth, we are expanding this very successful and impactful mentoring program to include Bigs who are in the military, reserves, as well as first responders. We have also embraced being called a true JEDI agency, JEDI, which is working for principles of justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion for all children, volunteers, donors, and employees. Thanks to funding from our national office and the Altria Foundation, our agency is now serving increased numbers of LGBTQ youth with a safe and quality mentoring experience and are well positioned to serve many more in the future. It is my continued honor to serve as your president and CEO, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and being such valuable, consistent, and passionate members of our team. Let's make this next year the best one yet for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Tampa Bay and the children we serve. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you do and all the staff that work there. But there's no doubt when it comes to an amazing agency such as Big Brothers and Big Sisters of our Tampa Bay, that there is a very dedicated board, up to close to 30 strong, some of which have been dedicated for over 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome our 2021 Board Chair, Tony Levine.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this fabulous event. Today is my 11th day as the new agency board chair, and I am truly honored to be a part of this organization that is making such a difference in our local communities. but none of what we would do would be possible without your individual and corporate support. Without your financial contributions, we would not be able to provide more than 2,400 children, as we did last year, with a volunteer mentor who will defend their potential and support them on the path to their best possible future. I would especially like to recognize some of tonight's major sponsors. We want to thank our premier sponsors, Flowbird, Publix Charities, and the Tampa Bay Rays and Tampa Bay Rowdies Foundation. We want to thank our biggest VIP sponsors, Charity Polo Classic, Ultimate Medical Academy, USA Ambassador Pageant, and Valley Bank. We want to thank our bigger VIP sponsors, Carrabba's and Outback Steakhouse Restaurants, Digital Lightbridge, and LCG Advisors. We also want to thank our big sponsors and table sponsors whose names appear on the screens behind me. We appreciate all that you do. We also want to thank the members of our Gala committee who work year-round to make sure this evening's event is a success. And finally, thanks to all of you in the room for the generous support you have provided just by being here tonight, and that I know you will further demonstrate later in the program. We are thrilled to see all of you in person, and it is my sincere wish that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Have a good night.
Tony, in case you were wondering, the flowers they're not for you. You know, I really appreciate Tony recognizing all the folks who helped make this event possible this evening. But I wanted to just take a moment to also thank someone that we don't always recognize, but I really want to tonight. We have an employee who really has taken the lead on this event for really since she started working here 15 years ago. Her name is Amy Hollington. And Amy... And Amy, can you come up and join us for a second here? I still remember the day Amy came in to be interviewed for the job, and I was so impressed with her. In her prior life, she had actually been an advanced person for David Copperfield on his world tours, and I thought, wow, I want this lady working for us. You know, this would be so cool. And we talked a lot about the things that we're looking for and the traits. And I'll tell you, Amy, you have just every year just far exceeded our expectations in your performance for our agency. And one thing that Amy always brings to the table, and you'll see it here tonight, she says, I want to make sure that when we do in a major event, that our mission is felt by the audience. I don't want anybody leaving wondering, what was that charity? Where did that money go tonight? You're going to know when you leave our event where this money goes, and it's to help the kids in our program with great big brothers and big sisters. So thank you for that, Amy. And it's a small token of our appreciation. We'd like to present you this bouquet of flowers. And again, Tony, I'm so sorry. But just really, you know, we appreciate you so much. We love you so much. And thank you for all you've done for us, Amy, over the years. So glad I have board of director chairs who have good senses of humor. So thank you for that, Tony. No problem. All right. So each year, we have the challenging task of choosing 2 of our matches as our big and little brother of the year and our big and little sister of the year. With approximately 2,000 great matches active at any one time, you can understand that this is a tall order. So we accept nominations from our team of match support specialists that work with our matches here on a daily and weekly and monthly basis and narrow that field to a group of finalists. And then we ask our staff, our board members, and key supporters to vote on their favorites. This year, I think they nailed it. Both of our winning matches have been together for 5 years and have had a profound impact on both the bigs and the littles. That's the way it works. To introduce you to this year's Bigs of the Year, please enjoy this short video.
So I met James, it was 5 years ago, and we realized pretty quickly, I think we both like sports. James was into football. We've enjoyed doing a lot of different things over the years, whether, we went to the Steve and Susan, the Rays event. We've done Bucks games, Rays games, Lightning.
I got involved as a big sister 5 years ago when I was not working any longer in the child welfare, and I wanted to continue to be involved with children, not having any of my own. So I got matched with Madison and been with her for the last 5 years and really enjoying it.
When we first got together, I was going through a loss of my father. It was just a rocky situation at times, but there was very high highs and very low lows. But it was just like, for him to be able to pick me up at least once a month and take me away from that type of stuff, it just really helped me out. Like, I can be a kid again, and I have to always just be stuck up and just always trying to have to look over my back. It was just really calming for me.
I didn't understand what I was really little, so I just thought I was meeting up with somebody to meet and have fun with. But it turns out now that we're 5 years now, it feels awesome because it's not one person that you see it and go. It's one person that stays there and supports you through anything.
I think I just try to remind him of everything that he has going for him, make sure that he keeps his head above water, and that look at your future and don't ever let anybody else take that away from you.
When I need to, I can call him, talk to him whenever I need to, text him about school, personal life, football, anything I really need to.
When I'm with her, I'm not thinking about work or bills or deadlines or anything like that. I'm thinking about spending time with her and enjoying that time, and it does make me happy. If I'm having a bad day at work on a Friday and I know I'm gonna do arts and crafts with you on a Saturday afternoon, then I definitely look forward to that.
You go in wanting to help somebody, but you realize that you get as much out of it as the other person. I think it's an experience where you're constantly spending time with somebody and getting to know somebody that you've never met before, and you end up benefiting equally yourself, if not more.
So before I bring up Chris and James and Julia and Madison, I'd like to ask Jennifer Libby, our amazing Senior Vice President of Program, who's now in her 22nd year with our agency, to join Tony and me. You knew I was going to do this, right?
I heard Thursday.
Okay, good. Perhaps nobody's jobs have been more affected by the pandemic than Jennifer and our amazing program team. I couldn't be more proud of the way that they have made whatever adjustments were necessary to continue serving our incredible kids. Thank you so much, Jen. So let's bring up this year's winners. First, I'm pleased to introduce Big Brother of the Year, Chris Bowders, and his little brother, James. I'll move over here. Yeah, I'll keep coming over here. And so now let's bring up our big sister of the year, Julia Del Marico, and her little sister, Madison. I'd like to thank all of you for being such great representatives of our organization and the work we do. Now let's have some fun. We've had some exceptional items and experiences to auction off the evening. Everybody's been telling me throughout the night, sorry, I can't talk now, I gotta check my bid. So for that, let's bring up our auctioneer extraordinaire, Jeff Cohen, to take us to the next stage of the evening.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Yes, it's the live auction portion of the evening. My name is Jeff Cowan. I'm going to be your auctioneer. A couple of things that you need, guys, and we've got some really cool items, just so you know. Again, thank you to all the incredibly generous sponsors that got this put together. We've got a dinner for 12, right? 5 courses with the amazing master chef, Jeff Philbin. That's going to be coming up in just a few moments. A getaway for 2 people to the Mediterranean. Sounds good to me. I love my kids, but peace out. Just for 2 people. We also have I was going to mention the diamond bracelet. We will be obviously drawing that momentarily as well. And we do have some fabulous items. So the way you see those are all going to be in your program. So please make sure you've seen everything in there. And of course, we are also going to be featuring a one-of-a-kind, an exclusive piece from none other than Sister Hazel in a moment as well. Now, the other thing you'll need during this auction is on the back of your program is this handy-dandy number. Yeah, I like that. Well done over there. By the way, bidder number 123, you're in big trouble. I found this on the bar, and I'm going to use it a lot. Big time. So well done. So thank you. You know, the other thing that I need during my auction, so you got the program, you got your number. Now, I cannot do this without the best bid spotters on the planet. Where are my bid spotters? Yeah, right there. Waving those sticks like they just don't care. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have fun. I will remind you that every single time $1,500 is made in this room, it is another match. It is another match. And I loved, congratulations to the bigs and littles of 2021. Congratulations, but it's another match. And we've got littles that need matching, and we're going to do that right now. So the very first item, because all these other items are pretty amazing, however, you have to pick them up at checkout. I want something right now for instantaneous gratification. I mean right now. So bring up that first slide, if you will, because this is what's going to happen as soon as I say sold to the person at the table. Their table is going to get VIP status. You are going to be moving on up. You're going to get not only 1, not 2, but 3 glorious bottles of Veuve champagne. You get not 1, not 2, but 3 delicious and nutritious Camus Suzanne Grand 2018 to sip during dinner. You also get a dedicated server the entire evening at your beck and call. You get a platter of desserts. And then when you leave, where's Amy? Do we have a... Look at this. Every single person on the table is going to be taking home a special gift created by Amy Hollington. And, of course, she's got the keys to all the goodies. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call moving on up. So we need a little music, if we could, please. Dwayne, where's some music? That's right. All right, who's going to start us off right at $250? That means your table instantaneously is going to get this and start it off. I'm at $250. Get those paddles up in the air. Who's got $250? I'm at $250 over here. I'm at $250. You give me $500. I'm at $500 over here now. I'm $500 looking for $750. Remember, 3 bottles of champagne, 3 bottles of the beautiful Camus. You get the dessert, you get a dedicated server. I'm at $500 over here, I'm looking for $750. I'm at $500 over here, looking for $750. $500 going away, I'm at $750 third. Now what I'd suggest, I'm at $750, I've got $750 over here. I'd suggest you look around your table because you're going to be spoiled all night long. I'm at $750, you give me $1,000. I'm at $750, who'll give me $1,000. This gentleman right here was here. We're back at $1,000, number 6 at $1,000 at $1,250, sir. $1,250, I'm at $1,000 over here, $1,250. $1,000, yeah, $1,250 over there, $1,250. Back to you at $1,500, sir. $1,250 over here, up to you, $1,500, number 6. Come on, it feels good. Imagine how much you're going to love. They're going to love you with all this champagne. $1,500 right there. Back to you at $1,750, sir. I'm $1,500 going once. I'll do $1,600. What about $1,600? $1,500 going once. $1,500 going twice. $1,500 going 3 times. You beauty soul. The bidder number 6. He just won VIP status, and here comes a service right now. The Verve, you name it. And of course, all the gifts. Thank you so very much. Now, next package, please.
That we welcome you tonight. And now, we invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner.
Your dinner, that's right. This is not any ordinary dinner. This is with Chef Jeff Philbin, Master Chef Extraordinaire, right over there. This is for 5 courses, a dinner for 12. Wine pairing, interactive cooking demonstration. It's going to be that amazing. Now think about last year. Mike, think about this. I would imagine there would be a few birthday celebrations, anniversaries, graduations that were unfortunately not celebrated. This is a way to celebrate it. This is the way to simulate it, right, Michael? You and I spoke about it earlier, right? This is your package right here. Now, just so you know, the winners from our virtual event last year just recently went. Let's have a look at that next shot, if you wouldn't mind. The next slide, please, guys. There you go. Look at that table. Now I'm going to move on over here because at table number 8, I have the little Greek fresh grill, Nick Voinovich. How are you, Nick? You like that?
Very well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. So, fantastic dinner. How was it?
This guy is the most amazing man, and his wife, obviously. She's the brains of the operation. Chris Nix, is here tonight? Chris, was that a good meal? Well, they were amazing. They were like on top of things. So wonderful time. And Armature Works, chef kind of puts things together. Chris slid in a few more extra guests because Chris knows how things work. And we had a wonderful time. Amy, were you amazing?
I believe Amy was the sommelier, wasn't she?
She was.
Now let me just pop over here to Chef Jeff. Like the name, by the way. Chef, give us some idea on what to expect with this dinner of an extravagant level.
A turnkey meal. I mean, literally, all you need to do is bring the checkbook, make sure these kids have an opportunity with some great bigs in the program, and let's have some fun. We're going to make a great meal together that makes it so special for your family, your friends, your coworkers, and colleagues to be able to get out and celebrate. So tonight is a moment where we can celebrate. And let's set the bar high. Let's go with it. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. All right, there is a video. Quickly show that video, guys. This is a little video as to what happened on the night.
We'll be hosting tonight's dinner with Jeff Philbin, one of our top chefs in the Tampa Bay area. Jeff was on the Master Chef show and was a finalist there. And when I talked to him about possibly being involved, he mentioned he was also a big. And so being a big, in addition to being on the board, this is such an important opportunity for me to try to give back and to raise the really needed funds for the Big Brother, Big Sister program.
All right, everybody, now you get the idea we're talking about. There they are, by the way. There's Nick and Little D with, of course, Chef Jeff with their littles and bigs. I mean, they give nonstop. 12 people, 5 courses, multiple courses, wine pairing, an extravagant, beautiful night with the Master Chef. Who's going to start me off on this for $1,000 right now? I'm at 1,000, got 1,000 right now. I'm looking for $1,250. I'm at $1,250, looking for $1,500. $1,750 right now. I'm at $2,000. I'm at $2,000. Back to you at $2,250. I'm at $2,000 right now, going once. $2,250. $2,250. You do $2,500. I'm at $2,250 over here. Someone stay with that bidder over there. $2,250. Looking for $2,500. Don't think I'm ignoring on this side, everybody. I love you. I know you love to eat. Who'd like to hear a $2,500? I'm at $2,250 going once. $2,250 going twice. This is for $2,500. Well done. I'm at $2,500 right now. I would cheer and applause the people bidding because you never know, you might get an invite. So I'm at $2,500 over here. I'm looking $2,500, looking for $2,750. $2,500 going once. $2,500 going twice. $2,500. Who goes $2,750? I'll do 26. $2,500 going 3 times. You beauty sold. Bidder number 199. Bidder number 199. Thank you so much. And thank you for your generosity and all the youth of Florida that will benefit from your generosity. Thank you so very much. Now, the next slide I was going to show you, and I'll show you anyway, it's because it's diamonds. So we'll just do a quick little temptation. And Dwayne, hit that music. That's right, shine bright like a diamond. Madison, did you like that? It was literally identical, wasn't it? I know, it was identical. I would like to prompt this, however, it's sold out. But the good news is we are going to be drawing the winner momentarily. So we'll move away from that one, and we're going to go to the next package, please.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo.
Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, for the couples in here. In fact, you know what could very well happen? Whoever wins this is going to become the most romantic person in this room. And I don't want to be on that ride home if you don't win this, just saying. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, yet locations to choose from: Cuba, St. Lucia, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Grenada, Antigua, and Mexico. You have 2 years to use this. Heaps of time to use it. And then let's let them salivate a little bit more. Unlimited reservation-free dining, all drinks included, 24-hour room service, weekly themed pool and beach parties, water sports, you name it, you've got it. We're talking kayaking, paddleboarding, windsurfing. Then how about going off to the gym or not? Yoga, Zumba, Dance Fit, Aquafit, you name it, it's got it. 2 years to use it. There are golf courses, there are casinos available. And just so you know, there are 17 resorts to choose from. You get to choose where you'd like to go. This is for 7 nights, 8 days. Now, I love my children. Don't get me wrong. Love my children dearly. However, bye-bye kids. This is just mum and dad. And guess what, mum and dad? Some of these resorts are only for adults. What a shame. All right. This is, look, no need to remind you that there was probably an anniversary or a birthday or something last year that you weren't able to celebrate. You've got 2 years to use this. Who's going to start me off on this one for $1,500? $1,500 now. Mike going in at $1,750. He's at $1,750. I'm out there at $2,000. I'm at $2,250 right now. $2,000. Yes, I love that enthusiasm. Your dancing's fantastic. $2,250 over here, $2,500, $2,750, $2,750. Yep, $3,000 now. I'm at $3,000. Back to you. I'm at $3,000 behind you. Yes. I'm at $3,000 over here, going $3,250 now. $3,250, $3,500, $35. Back to you at $3,750. $3,500 going once. Are you kidding me? $3,500. Guys, this is worth well over $8,000. $3,500 going twice. $3,750. Oh, sir, I tell you, that was close. I mean, seriously. You know, if you want to be crowned the most romantic person in this room, that was really close. We could have blown it. You got a honeymoon coming up. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor and Elena have got a honeymoon coming up. Now, that's not to say I don't want a bidding war from someone else, okay? Like, it's lovely if they win it, don't get me wrong. So where was I? $5,000, wasn't I, Taylor? No, just kidding. Where was I? $3,750. I'm at $3,750 going here. $3,750 going once. $3,750. 35? No. I'm looking for 500. So I'd say 4,000. No. $3,750 going once. $3,750 going twice. $3,750 going 3 times. You beauty sold. Well done. Bidder number 288. Congratulations. 288. Next package, please.
Finally I figured out, but it took a long, long time. Now there's
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Sister Hazel is such an incredible support for our big brothers and big sisters at Tampa Bay. If you would have seen last year with our virtual event, we had an amazing opportunity for an acoustic guitar that was signed by the band. It sold for a lot of money. And of course, Drew Copeland, who's here in this picture, was actually sent in a video for us today. And look, video's great, but live is so much better. Live is so much better. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Copeland is here. Come join me over here, Drew, and I can give you a mic. You're not afraid of a microphone, are you, Drew? No. So grab that mic there. First of all, Drew, sincerely, you take it out,
I should be afraid of a mic, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
Sincerely, thank you for all that you guys have done for Big Brothers and Big Sisters at Tampa Bay. You're incredibly generous, and we appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I'd like to say that I'm the rock star, but I'm really not. My wife, Jasmine Copeland, she's the rock star.
Jasmine.
She's the new director of Big Brothers and Big Sisters in Alachua County. So
there you go.
She's my rock star.
Now, as we said last year, we had the acoustic guitar, incredibly popular. Right now, in fact, Amy is modeling. Do you want to just peruse out there, Amy? Tell us about the drum cover here and whose signatures we've got.
So everybody, the whole band signed this drum head. We were actually in the studio at the time, and we all put our signatures on it. And I don't want to devalue the auction item, but I'll be happy to take pictures with anybody that ends up winning this bid.
Giddy up.
Unless they choose not to, which I completely understand as well. But I'd be happy to do that.
Now, Drew, I can't help but notice, because I had a really good look at this, big Sister Hazel fan, but I noticed that there was almost like a shadowy signature on the back.
Okay, I was gonna wait and tell that story, but I will tell you right now. I didn't find this out until we got down here this afternoon.
Listen to this, everybody.
And this is the truth about this. We were in the studio when we signed this drum head, and at the time we were working with a guy by the name of Stan Lynch. Stan Lynch was the drummer for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers for like the first 20 years of the band. You guys know Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, correct? They're the reason that we're known as the second biggest band out of Gainesville, Florida, is because of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. So anyway, as a joke, Stan signed the back of one of the drum heads, and it happens to be the one that we're auctioning off tonight.
Kidding me.
So Stan Lynch's signature from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers is on that.
All right.
On that drum head as well.
So, number one, this is a one of a kind. There's no doubt about it. Incredibly exclusive. Stay right there, mate. I'm going to get this going. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to start me off for this one of a kind, Drew Copeland, Sister Hazel, and this extraordinary piece of memorabilia that's here? Who'll start me off at $1,500 for this one? I'm at $1,500. Thank you. I'm at $1,500. I'm looking for $1,750. I'm at $1,500. Yep. You know, I'm $1,500 over here. I'm looking for $1,750. $1,500 looking for $1,750. $1,500 going once. I've got an opening bid. I'm looking for $1,750 now. $1,500 going once.
I tell you what. Wait. Not to do you wrong. Let's sweeten the pot a little bit on this.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like surprise. I don't like being surprised, Drew.
Okay,
what have we got?
I apologize. Why don't we add? We're playing shows around the state and all over the country. We actually have a show coming up in Orlando, October 22nd. But why don't we throw 4 tickets to come see us, and I'll treat them VIP at one of the Sister Hazel shows. We're playing the House of Blues. House of Blues in Orlando, October 22nd, and I'll throw 4 tickets and some VIP treatment
All right.
as well.
So now we've got this exclusive, one-of-a-kind, unique piece of memorabilia. Drew will pose with you to get a photo afterwards. He's now just sweetened the pot with 4 VIP tickets. I'm at $1,500. Who's going to give me $17? Yeah, now we're talking. I'm at $1,750 over here. Let's $1,750. Back to you at $2,000, sir. I'm at $2,000. Back to $2,250. Maybe go. Yep, $2,000. Back to you at $2,250, sir. $2,250. Back to you at $25. $2,250 going once. Remember, 4 tickets VIP. You could not get any more. $2,500. Do it. Go, you can do it. 20. Come on, cheer him on, people. Yeah, $2,500. I've got 2,500. I already had 25 down here. It's back to you at 2,750. I already had 25 over here. $2,500 going once. $2,500 going twice. 2,500. Yeah, now, well done. That was way too close. Okay, way too close for an auctioneer. Don't do that to me. I'm at 2,750. I notice he's got it. There you go, 3,000. Number 3,000, 32.50, $3,000 going once. $3,000 going twice. I'll take 3,100. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. 3,100. Jim, back to you. 32. 35. Mate, Jim, I want you to come to all of my auctions. 3,500, 3,600. 3,500, only $100 more. Remember, every single time $1,500 comes in, it's another match. Think about that. 3,600, 3,600, 36, 37. $4,000, people. Cherry Moon, guys. We're at $4,000 right now. 4,000. You want this 4,100? $4,000 going once. $4,000 going twice. $4,000 going 3 times. You beauty sold for $4,000. Bidder number 190. Congratulations. Thanks, Drew.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah,
I don't
coming up for a
I don't
photo
want
op.
to ruin it, but let's take a picture.
Coming up. Wow. Now we're talking. Amazing. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our live auction right now. We're going to have a little dinner break now. Enjoy your meal. Have a bit of a chat. Michael, where's Michael? Michael, just so you know, mate, in about 10 minutes we're going to close the silent auction. Say again? Either way, we'll be closing very shortly. Enjoy your dinner. And we're going to be drawing the diamond bracelet. And we're also going to be welcoming into the dining room. Everyone go do your hair. I'm going to do my hair. It's a mess right now. We're going to bring in our live stream of our guests who are unable to be here this evening. So enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for your participation. And we thank you for being here, of course, for the 23rd Annual Art of Helping Children Gala for our incredible big brothers and big sisters of our Tampa Bay. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank and introduce and welcome the live stream that's coming through right now. For all the people that are outside the ballroom, we welcome you to the 23rd Annual Big Brothers and Big Sisters of our Tampa Bay, the Art of Helping Children. And we thank you for tuning on in. We hope you're having a wonderful time wherever you are. And I want to let everyone know, including those of you at home, we are about to close the silent auction. I do want to go and check on my VIP table to make sure they're being spoilt rotten. So let me come on in over here to Flowbird. We thank them for being so generous. How's the service, guys? Everyone been taken care of? Thumbs up. So good. 5-star. See, VIPs, that's what happens. Don't let it happen. But there you go. They're my VIPs for the night. They had the move-up table. So now I've drawn it out plenty long enough. Michael, are you ready? Because I'm about to close this up. Bahama, are we ready? Because I'm going to give a count of 10. You couldn't say I haven't stretched this as long as I have. Here we go. We're going to close the silent on the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Silent auction is closed. Silent auction is closed. I do like that. There's always a mixture of emotions during the closing of the silent auction, with both gnashing of teeth and cheering all at the same time. Now, for those of you who are lucky enough at home, you would have seen on your device, we also had the opportunity of the 5... How'd you go, Michael? Just out of interest? Thank goodness, mate. Phew. 5-carat diamond bracelet. Now, we only had 50 tickets. But there can only be one winner, and you only had to have one ticket to win. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that the winner, IDC International Diamond Set, are incredibly generous. I have the great pleasure of working around this beautiful Tampa Bay area, and they're always incredibly generous, but especially for our big brothers and big sisters of Tampa Bay, have donated this 5-carat white gold, white diamond sparkling piece of resistance right here. And the winner for 2021 is none other, I've just been given the name, Mr. Don Patterson. Mr. Don Patterson right there. Sister Hazel fan just won the 5-carat diamond bracelet. Big round of applause. Yeah, maybe not. They're not so thrilled for you, Don. Thank you, Don. Congratulations. I'd now like to bring back up to the stage the big brother and big sisters of our Tampa Bay, President and CEO, Mr. Stephen Cook.
I don't know about you, but all that bidding made me exhausted. What fun. So, as I mentioned earlier, we could not be more honored to have with us tonight 3-star Admiral Sean Pybus as our featured speaker this evening. I can't think of anyone more appropriate or more qualified to share some aspiring words on this significant anniversary. After graduating from the University of Rochester in 1979, Admiral Pybus dedicated his life to defending our country. He graduated college having already earned a Navy commission through the ROTC program, and later that year, he graduated the Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL Training, beginning a 34-year career as a Navy SEAL and a naval officer. He is one of only 10 Navy SEALs in U.S. history to have risen to Vice Admiral rank or higher. If I could please have your attention. Admiral Pybus has served several tours of duty here in Tampa at U.S. Special Operations Command at MacDill Air Force Base. His final tour of duty was as Deputy Commander of all U.S. Special Operations Forces for 2014 through 2016. He participated in special operations in Latin America, Europe, Africa, and Asia, and served in command roles in Panama, Germany, and Bahrain, and had additional statewide assignments in California and Hawaii. Among his many awards are the Defense Distinguished Service Medal, Defense Superior Service Medal, and the Legion of Merit and Meritorious Service Medal. He is also a distinguished graduate of the Naval War College with a master's degree in strategic studies. Admiral Pybus is currently the chairman of the board for the Special Operations Memorial Foundation and chairman of the board for the Navy SEAL Foundation, headquartered in Virginia Beach. We are also pleased to have the Admiral's wife, Patty, with us here this evening. Together, they have 4 children, all who have followed their father's footsteps and served in the military. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm Tampa Bay welcome to one of this nation's outstanding military leaders, Admiral Sean Pybus.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Steve. The mission is mentorship. I can't tell you how thankful Patty and I are to be here with you tonight at a very, very positive event. 9/11 this year was not the anniversary that we expected it to be, and that's often how life works. But it is a pleasure and an honor to be with you. I was listening to a press conference from the Pentagon almost 2 weeks ago, and the press was questioning General Mark Milley, who's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, I know General Milley. I've known him quite some time. And he was being pressed very hard by the press, rightly so. But in response to one of the questions, he told the press corps, you know, I wasn't born a four-star general. Meaning to say that for General Milley, since 9/11, he spent the better part of those 20 years leading troops in Afghanistan and Iraq, leading staffs, commanding, and losing troops in those places. It's human. He understands, you know, why he's getting questioned about some of the military moves that we have made in the previous weeks. But I can relate to that. When 9/11-2001 came around, I was already a 20-year naval officer, a captain. And as an aside, it was probably my first serious mentorship role with the U.S. Navy. I was in charge of writing the orders for all 500 SEAL officers in our force. So I would tell them where to go. They would tell me where to go. And then we'd move on. So, but obviously for 9/11 and afterwards, it was, we switched into overdrive, made a lot of changes, and stayed very busy. But in the coming years after the original 9/11, I spent 2 years commanding the SEAL organization. I spent 1 year commanding the NATO Special Operations Organization, which was fighting in Afghanistan. And so I know the cost. I know what was given, I know what we paid, and I know what General Milley was talking about. But I just want you to know, you know, through my military lens, that 18, 19, and 20-year-old kids have been carrying the day for the United States of America overseas to keep that fight over there and not here. And you should be very proud of what they accomplished. So I grew up in what you can call a very normal bubble. I mean, we moved once. My father was a naval officer in his early days and then became a research scientist. He went to Oklahoma to study severe weather. That's a good place to do that. And of course, he and my mother were great mentors and role models with some authority. My idol was one of my uncles. I had several that served in World War II in Korea, but I had my favorite one was a career soldier. He became the first sergeant major of the United States Army in 1967. But at an early age of 8 or 9, I decided that I wanted to be like him. And getting a scholarship, as Steve mentioned, from the Navy, going to school, and then getting orders to basic underwater demolition SEAL training in Coronado. There I discovered very quickly that of about the 150 classmates I started training with, most of them didn't come from normal bubbles. Many came from households with one parent, some with no parents, some in trouble with the criminal justice system. Now they were all focused enough to get orders to this elite training. Unfortunately, most of them didn't make it through, as is the case with that program. Those that did make it through, you know, I communicate with many of them to this day. And I graduated in 1979, so we're talking quite a number of years ago. But you become very close. But it has always struck me that with some mentorship at an early age, many of our littles can accomplish great things. And I remain very, very optimistic about our youth. My second discovery as a young officer in the SEAL program was that I became the mentor whether I wanted to or not, because I became in charge of these young men. And I had to learn a lot. I had to learn on the fly. I had to be an authority figure, which can be very difficult. But those first 8 years of my career were the most satisfying that I've ever had, because you're close, you can make a difference, you can see a difference, and our young men and women respond to good leadership, mentorship, commitment on your part to do great things. So I didn't know it at the time, but as I was being a young SEAL officer, I began to become mentored myself by those senior officers that I worked for and with. It was several years before I even understood that they had been endorsing me or advocating for me. And I certainly wouldn't be here talking to you without their help. Two of the most important came through this town as leaders at U.S. Special Operations Command. The first was Admiral Eric Olson, who I met first in 1983. He rose to be our first four-star admiral in charge of Special Operations Command. Followed by Bill McRaven. I was the commander of the SEAL organization in California, and this was 2012. We were having a problem, as I thought it was, a problem. A number of our SEALs were getting out writing books. Now, I've never been a big fan of those who get out and write books about what we do. And I was kind of upset because we had, I was brought up not to discuss anything. We're here for the deed, not the honors. And Admiral McRaven was here in Tampa at Special Operations Headquarters at the time, and I called the good Admiral and I said, "Hey, sir, I'm upset that we have these book writers and not happy with it." And he goes. "Well, Sean, I've written a couple of books myself." I said, so the next week I got orders to Germany. But my point with that is, and I still remain in touch both ways, mentor up, mentor down, mentorship has no expiration date. It has no expiration date. And it really matters. So on this 9/11, I'm thankful for this nation's first responders, their military who have given so much. Some have given their full measure. Men and women such as the 13 that we lost in Afghanistan just the other day, most young. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of them. We lost 5 in the Navy in a helicopter accident just last week. These kids are great. I mean, they really step up. And so for our warriors, our fantastic nurses, doctors, firemen, police, thank you very much. And again, I say, for our youth, mentorship matters in a big way. Our planet is spinning so much faster today than it was when I grew up. Particularly today with a pandemic. an unknown security situation, economics, social media, and how that affects our youth. I mean, it is so challenging to be a kid. We're supporting Steve and his team, 2,400 kids in this part of Florida. The 5th largest in the country, I might add. There's no reason not to support 3,000 kids in the coming year or two. And so I challenge you to provide the resources to give these young men and women the hand up that they need so that they can continue to lead this country, be great citizens. It's an investment that just cannot go wrong. So I thank you for attending, for giving. Invest in America's future. Thank you very much.
So I was just telling the Admiral that this special piece of art is not for sale tonight, but it was created special by one of our littles to thank the Admiral for being here tonight and for his words. Thank you so much. You bet.
Thank you so much, Admiral. Thank you. How extraordinary. This next part of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is what we like to call that mission moment, that opportunity where we get to see what truly drives big brothers and big sisters of our Tampa Bay. I appreciated the sentiments that the Admiral shared with us there at the end, talking about investing in the youth of America. And that's something we're going to be doing in just a moment, is investing in the youth of our Tampa Bay. I said earlier in the evening that we are certainly celebrating mentorship, the mentors and the mentees. But I also said, in this particular case, the parents, the brave parents who ask for help, who make the decision to turn to big brothers and big sisters of our Tampa Bay and say, I need a hand. You're about to meet on the screen an extraordinary family. Please watch.
When he was in about 3rd grade, James was going through a real hard time in school. The teacher and the guidance counselors were very helpful, and they recommended Big Brothers Big Sisters to me to give James somebody stable in his life. He encouraged James to try to read different things when they were out together, and he took James to events that a father would take James to that he normally didn't have an option to do. So James got more of a self-esteem that he didn't have.
What makes a good parent in the program is just someone who communicates with us, someone that we can reach out to and get in touch with in a regular basis, because if they communicate with us, they're going to communicate with the BIG. It's really important that we are able to talk with the parent, because their role in a successful match is extremely important.
So a parent is really hoping to get some positive outcomes, when they put their child in our program. And one of those areas is some academic improvements and academic performance. And oftentimes what we see with kids that come in our program is that they don't want to let their big down, because they form this relationship of trust and friendship.
So they're going to be going to school more often. There's going to be less behavior issues, and eventually their grades are going to go up.
Joy was matched with Tracy for 4 years, and Tracy was like a teenage girl with Joy. She was her best friend. I was never a girly girl, and Tracy was. So Tracy played dress up with Joy. So Tracy was Joy's best friend, so that made me comfortable in knowing Joy was safe. Harmony is my biological niece. I had fostered her for 4 years, and in May 11th, I recently adopted her and her brother Jerome. And I seek Big Brothers Big Sisters for them after having my two match, because they needed somebody more consistent too in their life, because at the time it was only me. I was a single mom raising 4 kids, and to be honest, I needed a break.
I love Jenny. I think she really is the epitome of what makes a successful parent and guardian in the program. She's so easy to reach. She's so involved in every single match. You know, the match who has been together for over 7 years. She was a part of that. They couldn't have been successful if she wasn't active in that match relationship.
Harmony got matched with Lori. They've been matched for about 2 years now. And since the adoption, I've even seen a change in Harmony. She's been focused on being a kid, having fun, not worrying about Jerome so much. Jerome has 2 big brothers, Craig and Mark. They take him bike riding into the park and swimming and busch gardens, and I'm just amazed how much effect those 2 people can have on such a little person's life. If there was any parent that was on the fence about signing their kids up for Big Brothers Big Sisters, I would tell them if they wanted a consistent role model in their kids' life, that they should sign them up for Big Brothers Big Sisters, or if they wanted someone in their life to just be a better influence for their child. Having Joe involved in James' life really helped him, and I believe if it wasn't for Big Brothers and Big Sisters bringing Joe into his life, my son probably would have been in jail or dead by now.
We really view the parent, when they contact us, as really taking a very courageous step, because they're having to say, we need a little extra help here in our family for this boy or this girl. It can make a difference in some cases between life and death. And having a child being able to succeed academically means they're going to be able to get a better job eventually. They might be able to go to college. The possibilities are endless if they have this firm foundation. And I'm very proud that we're involved in the way we are in helping them succeed.
Hi, my name is Brian Auld, and I'm president of the Tampa Bay Rays and Rowdies, and a board member for going on 17 years now of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Tampa Bay. I'm so proud to be part of this incredible organization because I've seen firsthand the magic that can occur when we match a caring adult with a child in need. Just as you heard in the video about Jenny and her children, Jerome, Harmony, Joy, and James, a match can make the world a better place for our entire community, the mentors and the mentees. I'm pleased to kick off tonight's Fund a Cause by saying that I'll be donating $10,000 on behalf of my family to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Tampa Bay. And I want you to know that I brought Raymond here to highlight the fact that I believe that the reason our sports teams, the Rays, the Rowdies, the Buccaneers, and Lightning, have been on such a tear is that we're generating great community karma in rooms like this all over the region. So let's keep that going tonight. Let's continue to give as much as we can, and let's answer the call that so many parents have made, asking for their child to get a mentor that they need. We can make a difference tonight. I thank you all for making that happen, and I'm going to turn it over to Jeff to lead you there.
There you go. Brian, thank you so much First of all, can I take a few moments here? I recognize Jenny and her family that are over here on the table. Just give her a wave, everybody. Amazing to have them here with us. James, Joy, Harmony, Jerome, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So Brian has started us off. This is what I like to call the bid from the heart. I'm going to start at some high levels. I'm going to make my way down, and I sincerely, genuinely hope that every single person in this room, I get to a level that they feel willing, able, and wanting to give. So Brian has given $10,000. I'm going to ask the question, would anyone like to double what James has done, got Brian done, and give $20,000? Who'd like to start off at $20,000 to help? One moment, please.
Jeff, I can't give $20,000, but my friends can. And I've been texted from Jeff and Linda Carbiner, who could not be with us tonight, but they have just donated $20,000.
$20,000. Thank you so much, Jeff and Linda Carbiner. That is unbelievable. Who'd like to join them in at $20,000? Every single dollar counts, and I remind you every single time that $1,500, $1,500 comes in, that is another match. What about $15,000? Who'd like to come in at $15,000? Every single dollar counts. Every single dollar has a purpose. At $15,000, we're talking 10 matches. What about $10,000? Thank you, sir. Number 6 at $10,000. Thank you at $10,000. Who else? Who else at $10,000? Who else would like to join? Brian has come in. Thank you so much for a second one in the room. Of course, when we're talking $10,000, we're talking over 6 matches. Brian and Molly all started us off. Who else would like to join in? I love to be interrupted by Stephen. Excuse me. Yes.
So I got another text, and another friend who couldn't be here tonight just committed to a $10,000 donation. Greg Hall.
Who? Craig Hall has just gone ahead and donated $10,000. Yes! Who else? Who else would like to join them at $10,000? That is amazing. Look at this. We are rifling through this one. What about $5,000? Who'd like to jump in now at $5,000? 159 at $5,000. Thank you. Who else at $5,000? Stephen Cook, number 1. Thank you at $5,000. Who else? Who else is going to join in at $5,000? I'll give a little sweetener. I'll give a little sweetener. Go to the next slide, please. For all those who've already donated, and for those who are about to donate at $5,000 plus, the Tampa Bay Rays are going to give you a suite for 16 people to use for one of the games during the 22 season with 3 parking passes and food. So at $5,000 for 6, that alone. So who would like to join in now at $5,000? Who would like to join in at $5,000 to join? Thank you. Over here. Can I see that paddle, please? 232. Thank you. Thank you. Who else at $5,000? Do we have another one? Show the paddle in the air. Who else at $5,000? Now, I remind you, of course, every single time we're coming in, we're talking over 3 matches at $5,000. Let's do the magic number. What about 2 matches at $3,000? Who'd like to come in at $3,000? $3,000 allowing these 2 matches. I'll let you know. Thank you. Number 13, 1-3. Thank you so much. Number 118, thank you. That is amazing, incredible generosity. Who else at $3,000? I'll let you know, because of our generosity that you created last year in our virtual event, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Tampa Bay matched 328 matches last year alone. That is amazing. And this year we want to raise that by another 25%, and you're going to help us do that. What about a match? Every single time we see a paddle in the air, that is another youth of Tampa having their incredible potential defended. $1,500. Who's going to come in at $1,500? Thank you. 9-8. Thank you. 2-1. Thank you. 3-5. Thank you. Every single one of these deserves. That's another child. 9-5, thank you. Oh, 2 up the back here. 1-3-3. 1-7, one more coming. 1-7-6, thank you. Who else at $1,500? As we heard before, James, I was listening, the little of the year, he's raised his eyebrows. I was listening to what you said. He said his big allowed him to be a kid again. Now, for those parents in this room right now, grandparents, aunts, uncles, human beings, to think about the youth that you may have had, and the opportunity that we somewhat have taken for granted, and to think that $1,500 that you give tonight could mean a world of difference to not just the individual, but to the family that's surrounded and the ripple effect that happens. Who else wants to join at $1,500? Who else would like to join at $1,500? I'll go to $1,000. There we go, 8-3 at $1,500. Thank you. 8-3 at $1,500. What about $1,000? Every single time 3 people come in. Number 3, thank you at $1,000. Who else is going to join in at $1,000? Number 3 is coming at $1,000. Who else is at $1,000? Thank you. Can I see the paddle, sir? You're waving. I love you waving. I love waving. 285, thank you at $1,000. Who else? 91, thank you at $1,000. Who else? 171, thank you at $1,000. Who else? Again, thank you so much, Lisa and Ryan Murphy. Thank you for your incredible generosity. Thank you to every single person. Oh, hang on. Stephen's interrupted me. I love these interruptions. Yes.
Yeah, Jeff, I was just given a check for $2,500 from our new guest, Scott Walker, and his wife from Gainesville.
Thank you, Scott Walker. Thank you very much. Incredible. Another $2,500 going in there right there. That is amazing. What about $750? What about $750? Again, do the math. You guys say math. I say maths. Do the math. 2 of those, and that's another match. Who at $750? Come on, who's in at $750 right now? Okay, I'll make it easy. $250. What about $250 right now? And you think about in this day and age how quickly $250. Thank you. 47. Thank you. 32. Thank you. 198. Thank you. 59. Thank you. 331. Thank you. 126. 47. Thank you. 206. I'm coming. 154. 290. 114. 40. Thank you so much. 92. Thank you. 290. Thank you. Every single one of these deserves an applause, everybody. 92. We may already have you. 36. Thank you. 3641. Thank you. Every single person. Sir, can I see that card? 109, thank you. Who else? 153, thank you, sir. Hello, I'm coming. 216, 216, 213. Did I make 215? I apologize, 215. Who else at 250? Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, again, you see these names are up here on the screen. Every single dollar has a purpose. And every single dollar is appreciated. Now, I did say at the beginning, this is what I call a bid from the heart, staying at some higher levels. We're not going to be winning prizes. However, at the $100, we're going to change the rules. Because I'm going to be giving a prize for the person who donates $100 last. Now, this is how it's going to work. The person who I close the game on, and I'll close it very clearly, everyone. I want to make sure everyone's aware of this. I'll say going once, going twice, going 3 times. We are closed. If I say closed and you're the final person that I've read the number out, you're winning a 3-day, 2-night stay right here at the Hilton Tampa Downtown. So you can go out of the town, enjoy the night. That's what you're playing for. But let's remember, every single time that paddle goes in the air, you're donating another $100. But even if you've done it 2 or 3 times and you win 2-night stay, you're ahead. Okay, everyone understand? Now, it's really easy to have someone do the final donation to close the game. What I'm looking is for someone to start the game for me. There, number 80. Come on over here. 80. Name, sir. This is Lewis Garcia, everybody. Big round of applause because Lewis has just donated $100 to start the game. Now, Lewis, if I was to say we are closed, you'd win. But sadly, I'm not. But if I did, everyone understands Lewis would win. But everyone does understand that every single time if Lewis chooses to raise his paddle again to be the last person standing, he will win the prize. But every single time that goes up, it's another $100. I want to make sure it's absolutely clear. I want to think saying, I thought I all got a two-night stay. No. There's one night stay, and I'll close it. So, Lewis is right now I'm already started. 6-2 is now the last one. Going once, going twice. 4-7, going once. 59, going once. Going twice. 173, Michael, going once. 85. 252, going once, going twice. 91, going once. Number 6, going once. 167, going once, going twice. I can't see that number, guys. 71, going once. 91's back in. Actually, I know, I want to take your money. Don't get me wrong. I love taking your money. Can I just get everyone to just stop for one moment? Because 91's now donated twice, sir, correct? He's raised it twice. What's your name? This is Todd, everybody. Everyone understands that Todd now raised his paddle twice. That's a $200 donation. And at the moment, he's my final person. So if I again say close, we're done. But he is now my final one. Going once. No, sorry, Todd. 47, going once. Going twice. Number 1, Stephen. Going once. Going twice. Going through. 2-1, going once. 91's back in. Going once. 139. 44, going once. 85, going once. Going twice. Going 252. 91's back in. Going once. 135, going once. Going twice. 44, 80. Lewis is back in, everybody. Going once. 44, going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. 91, back in, going once. Going twice. Going 3. 44. 224. I'll take Michael. What's your number, mate? 173. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. And 244. 44 is the other number. 231. 51. Going once. 44's back in. You seem very determined. Going once. 91. Going once. 95. Going once. Going twice. 280, going once. 252, going once. 29, going once. 44, going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. 238, 280, 13, going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. 188, going once. 252, going once. Going twice. Going 3 times, and 159, 173. Gents, even if it's halfway up, it's up, okay? Keep that turned up. 173, going once, going twice, going 3 times. 91, going once, going twice. Bloody hell, 254, going once, going twice, going 3 times. And it's got to turn it. I can't see the number, madam. Number 3, going once. Going twice, going 3 times, and 252. 252, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and number 3, going once, going twice. 10, what do you guys, sir? I got you here. 111, going once, going twice, going 3 times. 144, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and we are number 6. Number 91's back in, going once. 185, going once, going twice, going 3 times. You pull it down, okay. 144, going once, going twice, going 3 times. And 252, going once, going twice, going 3 times. And 139, 243, a latecomer, 243, 147, 175, up the back, going once. Going twice. 175 again. 287 going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. And we are 164. Number 6. 98. going once, going twice, going 3 times, and we are 21. Number 6, going once. Number 13, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and we, number 59, 21, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and we are 254, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and we, number 6, going once, going twice, going 3 times, and we are closed. On number 6, I had to do it. I'm sorry. I always say, I know, you're too bloody late, mate. It's just because you're English. That's exactly right. Bloody pommies. Number 6 won. Congratulations. Wow. All right. That was a workout. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us all, now this will obviously take a little bit of time to tally here, but have a look on the screen and what we achieved in a few short moments in this room, $119,700. That is absolutely phenomenal. Now, Amy, take the mic. I've had the great pleasure of working with Amy. This is now our 2nd year. You're not going to say anything? Yes.
It's our 2nd year, yeah.
It's our 2nd year. So, the fundraising side of things, by the way, if there was a level that I didn't mention that you'd like to enter in, you most certainly can do that. If you're not comfortable with the Aussie calling out your number, I absolutely understand. As we said, every single dollar has a purpose and is most certainly valued. But the fun still continues for tonight.
Absolutely. And I just want to again say thank you to all of you in the room here tonight who've helped us celebrate our mentoring mission and honor this important anniversary. And on behalf of our incredible team, but most importantly, on behalf of the youth we serve, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
And we're going to continue the fun, right, Jeff?
Oh, absolutely.
The party's not over.
The party has only just begun, ladies and gents. So, of course, we invite you to, of course, grab yourself some dessert, enjoy that. But we do have now the one, the only, the hype playing for us. And then there's an after party.
Yes, in case you aren't ready to get on the dance floor or want to check out some other space, we've got our after party lounge sponsored by Tito's Vodka and Sprinkles Cupcakes. We'll have lots of sweets out here. Auction items are going to be available for pickup in the back of the hallway here. And we just hope you continue to enjoy a night celebrating Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Tampa Bay.
Thank you very much, Amy. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Jeff Cowan. It's been my absolute privilege. I love the job that I have. There's no doubt about it, to witness such incredible generosity. Thank you so very much. And now I hand over to the hype.
Hit it.